A little over a month ago, we PCS'd from Virginia to Guam, and sometimes I still can't believe that I'm actually back home. But this video is now part 3 of our PCS to Guam series, so if you haven't watched the first 2 videos yet, documenting our PCS plan and our actual traveling adventure, then I'll leave links to those in the description. I also have a really exciting update, so be sure to watch to the end, and timestamps are below if you need them or want to skip to specific parts. Back in Norfolk, we had shipped my car out on March 17th, and it arrived on Guam May 1st. So that's probably about a month and a half, and I'm just really glad we shipped it as early as we did. I was emailed a Guam customs packet, as well as information for what documents may be required when picking up my car. The first step was to get a temporary operating permit. So I had to go to the DMV satellite location in Upper Tumon, and I probably waited about an hour in line, but then the actual process took like 5 minutes. The temporary operating permit was $5, and then I was instructed to fill out an application for new registration and come back after I've gotten a safety inspection done. The next step was going to the Guam Customs cargo area in Tidzin, and this is where I submitted copies of the custom packet, my temporary permit, proof of insurance, my marriage certificate, and then as well as my husband's driver's license. Once all those documents are checked and approved, they issued us a passed bill of lading. The third step was going to the actual vehicle processing center in Tamuning. I brought with me the bill of lading, the temporary permit, my driver's license, and the Origin Vehicle Processing Center inspection form. So this is the one that was from Norfolk. After signing some paperwork in the office, they then brought my car around and they had me do an inspection just to make sure that there was no new damage than what was originally documented. I was just so happy to get my car back on island. It's like, hey, you're home too, baby. The fourth step was then getting a vehicle safety inspection, so I went to my go-to, which is Joe and Frank's Auto in Aniqua. Finally, I went back to the DMV satellite location. I brought my old registration, my proof of insurance, my past vehicle inspection, and my completed registration application. It was a much shorter wait this time. I say I'd only waited about 20 to 30 minutes in line before being seen. And so I'm gonna say maybe 9 o'clock is the magic hour to be there. So my husband attended the area orientation, and they explained that while active duty service members aren't required to get a Guam driver's license, their dependents are required. Great. Okay, so we are at the DMV. I wanted to get here a little earlier, but we're gonna see exactly how long it takes me to get this done. 7:42, time check. There's already like a long line, but it doesn't look that bad, and hopefully not everybody's here for driver's license. We're ready. Wish me luck. Let's do this. This was pure survival mode because in total I spent 8 hours just waiting at the DMV, and the actual process only took 20 minutes. Oh my god. I am now going to treat myself to a hearty late lunch. That was a mistake of not packing any snacks for myself, but at least I had water. We got the 5-year license so that we wouldn't have to come back here for another 5 years unless I lost it, so maybe let's not lose this. Either way, we're done with that part. So for all my fellow dependents, if you've got hard orders to Guam, like you know you're coming to Guam, just schedule your appointment months in advance. Because when I tried to schedule an appointment, that's how far out it was booked. And I think you have like 30 days from arrival to Guam to get your driver's license. So I had no choice but to go in person. So I would highly recommend just booking your appointment so you can skip the wait and skip the stress. In my last video, I kind of mentioned how we were waiting on that area orientation so we could get info on whether we can live off base or if we would be required to be in base housing. So luckily, everything worked out and base housing was at 100% occupancy, which means we can live off base. We started house hunting in some of the central villages like Agana Heights, Sinahanya, even Chalampago. Because that's just our personal preference, we'd rather be more central to the whole island. We are also looking to buy because we foresee this house being a future investment property that if and when we do leave the island, you know, we can rent it out to another family who's coming here. We found a house in Sinahanya that we really liked. We finally got accepted and we are under contract. So now we are just working on the qualification process. So on that note about house hunting on Guam, my exciting announcement is that I am also working on getting my real estate license. I do have my license back in Virginia, but you know, Guam is my home, and on this channel, I already enjoy sharing about all the wonderful things about the island. So I figured, why not take it a step further and also be able to offer my services and, you know, finding a home here. So my pre-licensing course starts soon, probably in the next week or so, but I will be sure to let you guys know when that's all good to go. In the meantime, if you guys have any questions about Guam, the island life, you know, moving to Guam and all that jazz, feel free to email me at theislandunicorn@gmail.com. I appreciate all the comments that I get on my videos and I respond to every single one, but something I noticed recently is that when I reply, sometimes it doesn't tag the person who initially posted a question. So half the time I'm not sure if you guys are seeing my reply. So just to be safe, if it's something that you really need information on, just feel free to email me directly. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying all the fresh Guam content, and I will see you all in the next video. Adios!